Hi, I'm Olivia. This is how I block out my time. I asked you on Instagram and on YouTube what kind of videos you wanted to see, and surprisingly enough, a lot of you wanted to see my schedule and how I schedule and time manage myself. So this is that video. If you're new to my channel and you've just stumbled upon this video looking for time management type of things with Google Calendar, some of the things that you'll probably be seeing me put into my calendar, you might be like, wait, what? So it'll be helpful to know that I'm a full-time YouTuber, I am a part-time pole dance instructor, and then I'll probably time block out some things that are like spiritual, witchy type of things that I personally like to do and separate time out for myself. So let's move over to my week. Okay, so we are in the week of the 27th from June to July. This is kind of just how my week just looks like. I know that a lot of these I'm going to be at. I mean, clearly I volunteer on the same days, and then I also teach pole on the same days, as well as you can see on Saturday, I take these classes as a student for the most part. Thursday, I know that I have plans with some of my friends that I haven't seen in a while, and they're holding a game night. So I'm gonna put that in as personal. So now I have that. I'm just kind of guesstimating when it's gonna end. A lot of us wake up pretty early. Clearly Friday here, I'll be waking up pretty early to go volunteer. And then I know that my friends Austin and Becca both wake up generally pretty early as well. So I don't think that we're gonna be staying over for too long playing games. I mean, you never know, but for the most part, I don't think we will. So I just said about 9:45. I get tired around 10:30 anyway, so I wouldn't be staying later. Let's see, I know Wednesday I've been going dancing with my friends and my partner, so I'm gonna put that in. This week, I've got my 2 reminders. I already set these up for the most part during the first of the month, which probably sometime this week I'll be going through and doing again, is I usually just kind of block out what videos I plan to have. So I've got local protection charm and bone throwing. So my local protection charm, that's going to be public, that's going to be live on Thursday the 30th, whereas the bone throwing video is going to be live for my Patreons only. I usually try to get my videos done a week in advance so that my Patreons can have that a week early at least. Or I usually try to give them no less than 3 or 4 days early access. So that's just a reminder for me to make it public and then also give them early access. So I have those set up throughout the month. Then I've also got the new moon here. Depending on the days, sometimes I just don't have the time or the energy to do stuff. However, I do think I'm going to celebrate by probably just going to the botanical garden. I just think that sounds like fun. So I'm gonna go to the botanical garden. Let's say maybe for 3 hours. Let's say 3 hours. And this is a personal thing. And then I personally have to put in lunch breaks for myself, or I won't take breaks. It's just because I forget. I'll get caught up in doing whatever I'm doing and I'll just forget. So today for me, it's Thursday the 23rd. So if all goes well and I get all the filming and editing I need to get done, then I can go home. I don't know if I'll have breakfast by now, but if I don't have breakfast before I go, then I'm gonna put that in there just because I'll forget if I don't. So then I'm going to add in video is what I usually title it as, just so I know that it's the video that I'm working on. The bone throwing, so I'm gonna change that to work. I'm gonna save that. I'm gonna add my lunch break here. Fix this one. Okay, and then I'm probably gonna go back to work depending on how long. I'm not sure how long this video will take me to edit. It just depends on the format that I decide, So now that I've got that there, and I'm trying not to work past 5 p.m. That's really hard for me. So that's why I'm trying to put all of my not work things towards the nighttime. Thursdays for me, I personally like to do my money bowl workings. So I'm probably gonna add that maybe about an hour or two after I usually wake up. So we'll just add about an hour of money bowl work. And then I add that as the craft. This gets kind of like spread out just because I need to remember what's going on the whole week and where I'm free, where I'm not. For the most part, the second that I make plans, such as this game night here with my friends, I immediately go into my phone onto the app and I add that on there, because if I don't add it the second I'm making those plans, it doesn't exist to me and I will forget, I will double book myself. So I need to make sure that I add those in the second that I'm making those plans. Let me make sure that I don't have any other rehearsal for the other show coming up. Okay, so 12:30 to 2:30 at July on Sunday, 12:30 to 2:30. So that is wild rehearsal. And this is for a show coming up in August. So that's gonna be a rehearsal, okay? And then I think there's a class at my studio that the owner Jenna teaches that I love this Sunday as well. And that is a pole class. It's like a low flow. It's a lot of fun. So again, I'm just taking these as a student. Intermediate. That is pole. So I'll probably just be at the studio for the most part. And then I might just bring a lunch. Maybe up here, I'll do breakfast and pack lunch so that I don't forget. And so I extra don't forget, I'm gonna do pack lunch as a task. Now these tasks are super helpful because again, with the bone throwing video, for example, say I haven't filmed it yet, I would just put this here and say film, and that would be my task. So that could be just regular filming. Also, I like to do B-roll, for example, if I haven't filmed B-roll. And then here I would do edit, and hopefully by then I have all of my footage and I'm actually editing by then, and then I will put this here, and maybe in those 3 hours I'll get that whole thing edited. I doubt it, but I am going to put that in there. You know what, let's give myself to like 6 because I might need the 4 hours. So then I'm gonna say upload and early access. Wow, let's try that again. There we go. So now I know once I edit this, at the very end, that task should pop up and tell me, make sure to upload this and make sure to give this early access to my patrons. Also, it's a new month, so it's transitioning into June. It's transitioning from June to July, so I need to do my Patreon readings. And every week on Monday, I release a reading for my Patreons. I just give them like a weekly reading with some kind of form of divination. And I need to figure out when to time block out time that I can batch create that and do a reading for every single week so that I can make sure that they have a reading that comes out at 8 a.m. every single week for them. Look like we're pretty free Friday. We look like we're pretty free Thursday for the most part. I don't know what video I want to do for next week. I mean, it might be this one. So with that, because like I said, I always give the week in advance for my patrons, I'm gonna come over here, and this says early access Blueland collab. So there is a sponsorship that I have that I need to send them an unlisted link to the video I want to release the next week. So I should be wanting to release it on Thursday the 14th for the public, but they get an unlisted link so that they can approve whatever video I've done that they're paying me to do. So I'm going to, let's see, what video? So maybe the Blueland collab, right? I can do time management, video. So now this video should come out on the 14th, maybe, and maybe this will be the video that is actually the collab and the sponsorship. That's what we're gonna say for now, for the sake of this video. And now I know that I need to edit this video next week. Hey, what do you know? I did end up fitting the ad into this video. This is Blueland, a brand that focuses on eco products for the home. For this collab, they sent me 2 reusable soap jars and an assortment of scented foaming soap tablets, all sent in green packaging. I replaced my empty plastic bottle with the Blueland bottle, and all I had to do was fill it with warm water and wait for the tablet to dissolve. I also was pretty pleased to find out that the scents are light and they're not overwhelming. I also gave a bottle to my friend, Meg, as well. Since I don't like the smell of lavender, I didn't need 2 bottles, and she also liked the idea of never having to buy those giant plastic bottles to refill her soap again. Blueland also offers different products for laundry, cleaning, body wash, and dishes, so I think I may have found out where I'm buying my cleaning products from here on out, and if you're interested, then I'll leave a link down below. So thanks, Blueland, for sponsoring this video and also helping me go green a little more. So Tuesday, because it's a new moon, I'd prefer if I could just take the day off. I need to be really good about not time blocking every piece that I get, because you see all this open space and I get excited and I'm like, oh, I can just work the whole week. Wow, I have so much time to just work. Tuesday, I'm gonna try to take off. Botanical garden is me time, and then I'm gonna have the lunch break, and then I'm just going to not plan anything else for that day. Maybe I'll work on, some like crafts or something, or just do my own thing, but that is my own day. Oh, I also have to figure out what I'm teaching for next week for this class. So I need to time block some studio time to make sure that I actually know what the hell I'm doing. The studio is open beforehand, before my class, so I might as well just take this time for the studio time. Nice. Stupid. What? All right, studio time. Okay, and we're gonna put that as poll. So basically I usually just use this time to either just train, because I do have a lot of tricks that I need to be able to do for this upcoming show. Well, both of the upcoming shows, I need to figure out, things that I'm teaching for next week. So I'm probably just gonna stay there. I know that I'll be up. Well, okay, let's do studio. Let's calm down here. I get a little ambitious, and I see that. I understand that. So let's do studio time. So this will be breakfast and whatever morning routine that I don't have. And because I know that on Wednesday I'll be up really early. You can also see that I have all of my friends' calendars and my partner's calendars, so I know where everybody's gonna be and like when they're busy. So if I wanted to hang out with like specifically one of them or all of them, I could just put on all of their schedules and see where we can meet up. For those of you who are curious how the hell all of my friends and I meet up, that is how we do it. We use Google Calendars. Okay, so we have the studio from 2 to 4, just to make sure that I actually know what I'm teaching. And yeah, all right, so we've got that. That's looking good. I also, Patreon, so Thursday or Friday. Let's do Thursday. Oh, you know what? I need to finish. So I'm making Austin protection charm. So we could either do that. We could do this, the new moon. That's perfect. Okay, so let's do protection charm. And I don't really know how long that's gonna take. Being that I'm gonna have the whole day off, it's not gonna really be that big of a deal. And then usually I'll probably add like little bits here of just kind of like which protections I'm adding and renewing and all that jazz. I think Thursday might be a good day to do the Patreon stuff, because I know I'll be up pretty early. So that usually takes me I would say about 4 hours to do all of it. So Patreon batch readings. So we're gonna do photos because I need to take a photo of each of the readings. And then down here, I'm going to do schedule readings. Okay. Then you know what? I might even do, see, I'm trying to add more than I need to. I might even do like a new moon. Depends. I don't know. I always think I'm gonna do one of these and then I'm like, I'm too tired, I can't do this. So we'll see. Okay, so we have all this time up here, and again, I need to make sure that I'm not constantly just blocking my time out. Even just like little things that I know that I'll want to do, so such as bringing sketchbook, I'm gonna wanna bring that. I'm gonna add that as a reminder or as a task that I'll have pop up on my phone that day, so that I'll be like, oh yeah, I'll bring that, and then I'll bring it, and I'll know that I will also bring my camera. We'll change that to work and edit. So hopefully I can get that done in about 3 hours, and then I'm gonna try to just keep this open so that I'm not rushing. I can have dinner, all that jazz, and then here will probably just be a full work day. And I know that I want to be working with local plants. A preview of what I'm planning, and it might change too. That's the thing, is sometimes what the video that I come out with ends up changing anyway. And see, this video, the working with local plants, I'm not 100% sure what I want the format to be. So I know that I'm gonna be out in the field. I'm gonna be out and about getting B-roll. I'm gonna be talking to the camera while I'm out. But I'm also not sure if I want kind of like a sit and chat and everything else to kind of overlay, or if it's going to be just out in the field type of thing. So I'm not totally sure. And then Friday, I should try to just leave that day open. Okay, I think from here, depending on what my day looks like, so let's just say breakfast because we don't know if I've eaten by then. So let's add here. Oh God, what was the video? Oh, video. And then vlog, because I know that I'll be vlogging stuff and that's going to be a video eventually. But by now, I should be like done filming it. And then I just need to edit it so that I can eventually get it up. And vlogs take me a lot of time to edit, and mainly just because it's just so, there's not like really a structure, you know, you kind of have to make up the structure as you go. That, and there's so much music and so much music searching, and just, there's a lot of editing that goes into vlogging. But it gives me more creative freedom, so I don't really mind it. It's just, it is a lot more work. And then uploading usually takes a lot of time, but just because they're longer. Okay, I don't know when that stopped. So that is kind of how I block out most of my time. This is generally usually a week for me, and the biggest thing too is if I do something different. So say, for example, I end up going to the botanical gardens on Monday instead of Tuesday. And so then I would flip this around and then I would move this over here. I try to not be so structured with, if I put my filming time in now, then I have to start filming. Like, unless the deadline is like really creeping up on me and I haven't gotten anything done, for the most part, I'm pretty flexible about when everything happens. And if things change, such as if I end up doing this time management video during Monday instead of filming the bone throwing video, right? I can just switch these around like so, if I end up doing that, so that I know that I've already done this and I can kind of see where my time went as well. So it's not only just planning out my week, but it's also seeing where all my time went. Think that it just looks a lot crazier than it is. It's just more of me being able to figure out where my time is going and where I can best apply my time. Unless it's something like volunteering, or if I'm teaching a class, then yes, of course, those are gonna be set in stone. I'm going to be there at those times. However, if I don't end up doing the protection charm, if I don't end up doing cleansing and protection work, if I don't end up going to the botanical gardens, or if I film something else on a different day, I'll just make sure that I update the calendar and put in what I actually did that day, because that helps a lot of seeing where all of my time is actually going. I'm also aware that this particular week I am going to be having my monthly lady time, and I get exhausted when this happens. Like, I will sleep for hours. So this might not be totally realistic. I could definitely try, but there are days that I'm just going to completely crash. And if I end up taking a nap or something and just needing that nap, look at me, I'm getting really good at this, where I actually take the nap and I listen to my body. Maybe I take like an hour and a half of a nap and I just move this and say, you know, siesta, nice. So that's a personal thing, right? I got an hour and a half of a nap, and then maybe I woke up and I had like a little snack, and that's what it looks like instead. And I end up editing a little later, probably at the very end of Monday. That's actually what ends up happening. So my Google Calendar is like my best friend. If somebody says, hey, do you want to go get coffee Saturday at 10? If it's not in my calendar, it does not exist. So if I am thinking, oh, okay, I could probably try to make that, I'll open up my calendar and I'm gonna put in coffee with friend. And now I know for a fact that I do have plans that day at this time, and I will not overbook myself. So that's just kind of how I tend to go about this. It is also really helpful that I have all of my friends' schedules over here, so just in case, especially when I want to film with them, or if I just want to hang out with all of them, it is difficult to, you know, make plans with so many people and get them all on the same schedule. So it isn't really nice that I am able to move around things for the most part as well. But I know that I will see most of them dancing on Wednesday, and that is my schedule. And as much as I want to fill in this white open space, I'm not gonna do that because I need breaks. I need time to do my own thing and read the books I want to read, and, you know, just fuck off for a little bit and do whatever I want. So this is looking good to me. That is my schedule, and I hope that this helped. If you have any tips or tricks or anything of that sort, do let me know. Yes, I won't really actually have coffee with a friend. Maybe I will. Maybe I'll see what Meg's doing. Nice, she's free. I'm gonna text her right now. See? And then coffee with Meg. But see, if I get coffee with her, I know that I probably won't go to class because we talk so much. So let's give us at least 2 hours. All right, so that is my video on how I time manage myself as a full-time YouTuber, as a part-time pole dance instructor, and as a full-time witch. So I hope that this helped. I am curious if you have any tips or tricks of using Google Calendars, or if, you know, you have any questions, leave them in the comments and I'll do my best to get back to you. But otherwise, that's all that I have for this video. And as always, thanks for watching. Best of luck, be kind to each other, and may your gods treat you as you've treated others. Bye.